after the touchdown. Here's Crosby to kick it away. Here's Richie James on the return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Oh, he'll look downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, 77 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know, they're into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Barrett. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dime. Nice grab. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12.
From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Here's Mostert. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. They'll run with Mostert. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Tonyan, 53 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. That was a nice little setup there on play action for the long touchdown pass.
Yeah, I got to tell you, it brings back bad memories for a guy like me as a former defensive back, because in a playbook I knew a long time ago, we described that play pattern as drop pass 9 go, meaning fly pattern after the play action pass, try and hit him for the deep ball, and boy, were they successful. On that one. So tough because his speed is so great. You've got to make sure you don't miss any cues or keys in order to try and keep up with him.
Draw pass 9 go. That's still a nightmare to this day.
Yeah, I still wake up in the middle of the night and feel the guy going past me.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down the field game here.
I'll take it. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's it. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Equanimous St. Brown taking it in. And the Packers have moved down in front.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar, because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
And he will dive into the end zone, and the two-point conversion is successful. Well, not content with a first-quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game. That maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They got to steal.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, 49ers. Trent Taylor, 53 yards. And the 49ers move back within a couple of the lead. Well, you're not going to hear Jimmy Garoppolo mentioned among the strongest arms in the league, but that doesn't mean he can't beat you with the long one. Garoppolo now. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. Boy, tie game, first quarter, but still they're going to go with the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers.
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. 3 yards the game there, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 6.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 26. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. These two teams all tied after 1. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Here we go with Williams. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drives, exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Mostert. First down and a little extra for Mostert. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And also 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. And the Niners get there and bring him down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. He'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for fourth down. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. That's to his running back, complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Caught on the right side by Adams. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Throwing is Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the screen there. It's second down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. A tie game. I don't think anybody in this building, including you or I, was expecting that.
No, I would agree with that totally. I didn't expect to see it at all, but I kind of like where they were going with this. You know, as you said, tie game, trying to steal a possession, steal an advantage, and you told your defense in the half you were going to do it, which also told them that you had confidence in them in case it failed, as that one just did.
And now you've given good field position here to start the third quarter. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 35. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. There's Garoppolo to throw. Got his target, Samuel. And he is going to have a 49ers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Garoppolo able to find Samuel there for a Niners first down. And down inside the 15 he goes. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
And the 49ers first down.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Garoppolo finding Kendrick Bourne there. And the 49ers have moved out in front. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. They'll try and run it up the middle. He will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game that 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
18-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
At halftime, he had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They've had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Rodgers going to throw. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that'll get the lead down to 5. Still just a 2-score game in the 3rd quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway. And the 49er hands team does its job. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
And now Garoppolo lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. The big fella, the 20, 10, and he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. And a big turning point here in the 2nd half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
Now Rodgers. And he's brought down. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
And the 49er hands team does its job. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back now at Lambeau. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the quarter. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Here's Mostert. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
The tackle made by Christian Kirksey.
Here's Here's Garoppolo tossing quickly out wide. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Once again, it's Mostert. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
His pass caught at the 4. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Touchdown pass number 4 of the afternoon for Jimmy Garoppolo. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he'll get into the end zone to make it a 5-point game. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll run now with Dillon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Dre Greenlaw on the tackle.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. Past the 20. A big run there by Jones. 42 yards.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run here with Dillon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Niners' 6-yard line.
On 2nd down now. It's Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have retaken the lead.
And touchdown and congratulations and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
At their own 31-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow.
Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for two.
Wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish him.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just...
a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. If there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Call it an even 20 yards on the pickup, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Niners.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaut. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Lambeau.